Hey kids, welcome back to another video. This is five lessons your dad never taught you. First lesson is going to be your character. So how to build character. You're in your 20s, going into manhood, and you're looking around and you want to be able to have a backbone. You want to be able to have some character. So the first thing that I want to talk about as far as character is integrity. Having integrity even in challenging positions. So, a long time ago, I was working at a bar, and it was really easy to, skim the till if you wanted to be able to make a little extra money, like say $300, whatever. But that cost me a job in my early 20s, and it affected a few friends of mine. And, you just have to make a decision whether or not you want to live with yourself that way, or if, you want to go in the right direction. So integrity is being able to look at yourself in the mirror. Integrity means wholeness. Think of it like a brick wall. Is a wind going to blow it over? Is it, is it solid? Does it have a solid foundation? That's what integrity means. It's not just about honesty. Honesty is great. Honesty, like in this example that we're talking about, is if somebody drops a wallet, and are you going to be the one that picks up the wallet, pockets the money, or are you going to be the one that picks up the wallet and returns it to that person without an expectation of a reward? So honesty is, I think you need to be honest in everything that you do, with the way that you talk to people, the way that you conduct your business, the way, your reputation, especially in future careers that you want to go through. Your reputation is everything. Your reputation can be just stolen, just like that. Responsibility. Ooh, responsibility is a good one. Okay, so you are responsible for you and your decisions. You can't control what other people can do, right? So if you're leading a team, the responsibility is yours, even though this person might be a jerk, or this other person might be lazy, or whatever. Your name is on the line, and that's part of having character. Building character is to be able to take responsibility for yourself and responsibility for your team and the decisions that you make. And if life doesn't give you what you want, let's say it gives you lemons, do you have the responsibility to say, I'm going to turn this forward. I'm going to bounce back. I'm going to get up. I'm not going to just sit here and whine. I'm going to move forward with my life. Empathy. Empathy is another one. Empathy is understanding what other people feel. There's sympathy, and then there's empathy. Sympathy is like understanding what other people feel, whereas empathy is putting yourself in that other person's shoes and lifting them up, helping the elderly if they need help, helping your mom or your dad or whatever, without expectation of any type of rewards. You're building character as time goes by. So that's number one lesson. The number two lesson, let's see. Let's talk about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. Can you handle stress? Life is going to kick the crap out of you sometimes. It's, can you get up and keep moving forward? Think of the Rocky thing, winning, keeping moving forward, handling stress and failure. More times you fail, the more shots that you get. Say you have a large disaster that happens. It could be a financial disaster. It could be weather related. It could be an emergency. Are you the guy that is going to be able to stay calm and keep moving forward? Take control. Take charge of the situation. Women really dig that. It helps you build confidence too. So if emotional intelligence is about handling stress and bouncing back after failure, picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, but sometimes, there's some awful ones where, some people call it PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. If you've had like major trauma or major something happened in your life that you need to get out, I really encourage you to talk to a therapist. Let's see. One of the ones that I had when I was in the fire department was like picking up body parts off of the highway after a semi truck hit this lady, and I was literally holding this lady's like leg, and we were picking up all the pieces. And man, that really jacked me up. I didn't like that. Another time, I had to crike a 15-year-old kid that was in a fire. Unfortunately, he didn't survive, but I had to crike him and make sure that he can get some oxygen. And next to us while we were working on him was his 5-year-old sister that was also dying, and she unfortunately passed away. But those things really kind of hit you. Veterans have a lot of PTSD of the stuff that they've seen. I'm encouraging that if you hold it in, it's going to boil up into the rest of your life. And so the lessons that I'm trying to tell you is you need to talk to somebody. You need to find a good, confident friend, maybe somebody a little bit older than you. Feel free to talk to them because they've had life experiences and maybe they'll be able to guide you. But if you really want to get down to the bottom of it, go to a therapist. It helped me out big time to talk to somebody about it. Okay, so let's go to number 3, traveling. There's always going to be time for your career. There's always going to be time for making more money. Before you have a wife and kids and a picket fence and a house and responsibilities and dogs and all of this different stuff, take the time to travel. Because if you think, I'll travel later, that later becomes in your 50s, late 50s. When I retire, when I'm 60s, I'll go travel the world. Well, keep in mind that your dreams of scaling the mountains or walking the trails of wherever, some national forest or whatever, your body is just not going to be up for it. You might be in your 50s and 60s, and ask any 50, 60-year-old, what do? They can't even get out of a chair without groaning and whatever. So imagine that you're going to be trying to travel in those days because now you have the money to do it. It's not going to be as fun because you're not going to be surfing in the beaches. You're too old for that crap. You're not going to be hiking in the Himalayas because you're too old for that crap. I'm telling you, lesson from a dad, go travel now. Take the money. Go earn the money to be able to go travel. And what is that going to benefit you? It's going to help build confidence. You're going to see another perspective in the world. You grew up in this family and you grew up in this town and you grew up with similar people in high school. And so your worldview was very, very small. If you can get outside of your comfort zone and maybe go to another city or another state, another country, and visit the people that are there, you're going to see that your perspective opens up wider. Maybe you have real strong religious views or political views or some biases that you didn't even know you had, but you're hanging out with different kind of people, different colors, different races, different genders, different cultures. You're going to grow, and your mind will open up. In addition, you're going to learn a lot of new social skills. Social skills like, some people call it, we'll bow. Here in America, we like to look at each other in the eyes. I think in Japan, they don't want you to look in the eyes. It's threatening. So you get to learn different social skills around other people. And then finally is the memories. The memories that you have are going to be for the rest of your life, and they're more valuable than gold, I think. You get to take, I took my girlfriend then to New Orleans when we were first dating, and it was an adventure, and we had the blast. I had the best memories of me and my wife together. I took my kids when they were little to Colorado, and we have some photos and stuff, but I have the best memories of my kids, enjoying Colorado. So I'm telling you, please take the time to. Number 4, self-care. You've got to take care of yourself first. People talk about, when you're in the airplane, the stewardess is going to say, hey, the oxygen mask drop. You don't give the oxygen, mask to even your kid. First you give your oxygen mask to you, and then you give it to your family, your friends, or whoever that's next to you. It's kind of like life. You've got to fill your cup up first. It's not being selfish. It's being able to give. You can't give if you are an empty vessel. If you're burnt out, worn out, beaten up, whatever, life has just kicked the shit out of you, you can't give to somebody that's in need. And that starts with, I say, food. You've got to eat some good food. I'm talking about when you walk into a store and you see those all those colored fruits and vegetables. You've got to eat clean. Your body is a temple. It's a machine. It's a biomechanical machine, and it runs on good fuel. Can you imagine putting sugar in your gas tank? It's going to blow up. So if you just keep eating a bunch of crap, well, first you're going to get fat, and then your confidence goes down, and other people are looking at you like you're, lazy bum or whatever. But food isn't just about looking good; it's about feeling good. If you want to feel good and you want to be able to take care of yourself, you've got to eat well. The second thing is working out. You've got to be able to work out. If that's running or if that's lifting weights or whatever, you've got to take care of yourself. Even after your 20s and 30s. Right now, you're probably working out because you want the six-pack and you want the girl, and I get it, or you want to be able to train for something cool, but find something that you can do for the rest of your. Okay, so the dogs have left. All right. My daughter came in and was trying to feed the dogs, and that doesn't make for a very good video. So anyway, okay. Where were we? We were talking about working out. Yeah, man. You got to have strong muscles and good heart and lungs. Stop smoking. Stop vaping. That crap will kill you. What's the next thing? Oh, hobbies. Self-care hobbies. Okay, so you've heard, all work, no play makes Jack a dull boy, or whatever that saying is. It's true. If, yes, you can have some obsession with your work, but when you're doing that, you're motivating your fight or flight all the time. You're go, 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 charge, 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 that kind of thing. You got to find some hobbies to be able to bring it back into yourself, just for the joy of doing that hobby. Whether that's, woodworking for us older guys, maybe play video games for you guys. You get home from work, you just want to chill, play an hour worth of Call of Duty or whatever with your buddies. That's cool. That's a hobby, playing guitar, playing music, learning something new. That's all about self-care. And then finally, you need to relax. You've got to be able to learn to relax. America is used to working, 40, 50 hours a week, 2 jobs at a time, that kind of stuff, just to survive. And you are running your engine hardline, man. And you got to learn how to relax. You got to bring it back down. If that's doing some yoga, which I never thought I would want to do, but I tried yoga and it was pretty awesome, especially when you get older, all your joints are tight, that kind of stuff. Relaxing on the beach, man, with your friends, that's fun. Taking your girl out to a nice date, maybe drinking some wine, that's good too. All of those things are about self-care. You've got to fill your cup first, and then you can give. Number five, finally, that's the big one, money. I think of money as the KISS way. Keep it simple, stupid. You have a million gurus that say, use debt, no debt. Stocks, bonds, all of that stuff. You can be rich, if you're a YouTube creator, or you can be rich if you own a business, all of that stuff. Money is real simple. All it is just a value of exchange from one person to another person. That's all it is. I want you to think of money like this. You have a left pocket and you have your right pocket. Left pocket is going to be your earned income. That's what you do every day to be able to get cash to come in, cash flow to come in so you can pay your bills and your lifestyle. Now, Parkinson's law talks about if your income goes up, then your bills will start creeping along. That's Parkinson's law. If there's a void, something's going to come in to fill that void. Some people call it time. If you have a homework project and you got 3 months, you're going to wait till the last week to be able to get it done because you had all that time. That's Parkinson's law. And it's pretty simple. So on the left, if you want to have money to be able to do anything, to invest, you've got to have cash to invest. You've got to live below your means, man. And some people say, 10% below your means, that kind of thing. If you're still living at home, you don't have a whole lot of bills, like my girls, I'm encouraging them, you get this job and it's a W-2 job and taxes are taken out. I want you living off of 50%. 50. You're young. You don't have any bills. You don't have anything going on right now. Take 50% of it and put it in your right pocket. 50% on your left pocket is so that way you can go blow it on whatever it is that you want to go. If you've got car insurance and you've got a cell phone bill, that's your 50% right there. Nothing else that you need to do. You don't need to be racking up all of this debt and car loans and credit card debt and all of that stuff when you're 18, 19, 20, 21, something like that. Okay, so what's right pocket? Your right pocket is for you to double your money. To double your money is what it is. I sound like an idiot whenever I say that. Okay, you're going to double your money, whether that's by stocks, whether that's by bonds, whether that's by real estate. The game is, how do you go from $1 to $2? That's easy. I could do that. How do you go from $5 to $10? I think I could do that too. How do you go from 100 to 200, 1,000 to 2,000, 10 to 20,000? When you get up there, then you got to use your brain a little bit more. And that's the game. But if you take the long game that takes forever, the 40, 50 years, that's investing in a mutual fund, IRA, 401. That's a very passive way. That's letting other people take control of your money. I am advocating that you control your own money. If you want to wait 40 years until you retire and you have enough money and you work all that time and you just kind of automate it, go read the book Automatic Millionaire. That'll help you. But if you want to take control of your money and be able to double it yourself, that's active. You've got your regular job, yeah, but on the side, you got that side gig, you got that side hustle. You're either flipping things or you're creating things, whatever you need to do to be able to double your money. Like I'm teaching my nephew right now, eBay stuff. Like, let's go to some garage sales. You've got $100 that you can invest. Let's go ahead and buy a few things, and then we're going to turn around and we're going to sell that and double our money and get to $200. And then we'll do that the next weekend and the next weekend until we have $1,000. And then I'm asking, what are you going to do with 1,000 to 2,000? And it's like, okay, well, maybe we can fix furniture and repair it, put it on Facebook Marketplace. That is the lessons that I'm trying to teach you as far as financial literacy. Don't make it overcomplicated. Okay, so left pocket is for earned income, cash flow. Right pocket is for your savings. We're not going to save forever. You don't just save to save. You don't want to retire before your money retires. You need to make that money work for you. And so that's what the investing is from. But investing is also not just to invest it, to throw it out something and hopefully you'll get a return. You got to make sure that it does return. And how you do that? Take control of your money. Okay, so number 6, the final lesson. This is a bonus one. Okay. It really is all about love. What do I mean by that? When you talk to old people that are on their deathbed, they don't give a crap about how many accolades or how many trophies they have. They typically don't give a shit about how much money they have in the bank either, because they can't take it with them. What they care about is who is there in the room with them on their deathbed. Who loves them? Who have they loved? Have they had that great love of their life? Do they have a family? Do they have a legacy to leave? It is really all about love. Before you are on your deathbed, I hope that you will learn forgiveness. Forgive your absentee father. Forgive your single mom that rode your ass too much. Let go of these pains, because they say that if you can't forgive, you might as well dig 2 graves. That person is renting headspace in your mind. You've got to let them go and not Think about it. Not so that they feel better, but so that you feel better. And that's a really good show of love. Okay, the second thing, creating memories. You got to have some cool stories, man. When you finally get old like me, gray hair and all, I have some awesome stories. You need to be able to have your own stories. You're just starting out 2021, 22. You're getting out there in the world. Start creating some memories. Start being able to hang out with your buddies. Start going up on the traveling, like lesson 3. Go do some traveling with your buddies, and now you're going to have cool stories. Create memories. And with those memories ties in that love with the closest people that you have in your life. Okay, this is kind of synonymous with it. Go on some freaking adventures. You're young. Don't get wrapped up in working for this job and you're afraid that they're going to fire you or keep you or your career. And that's all encompassing. That's all important. Think of adventure. Your life is an adventure. You get one of them. And let me tell you, it goes back to this health thing. You only get one body. So if you break it or break something of it, when you're stupid young, you're going to live with that thing for 50 years. A lot of people break their ACL joint because of football or break a collarbone or whatever because they jump off of a roof or something stupid, which I have a couple of them here. And every morning, man, it aches, it hurts. And for me, probably another 30 years, I'm going to have to deal with that. So, but it is all about love. If you're creating memories and going on adventures, selfless acts. Selfless acts really do make your heart feel fuller. If you could do something for somebody else without the expectation of reward, that's what it is, man. That's showing true love. And then if you really want to know who loves you, it's if they are struggling as well as you are struggling, but they still choose to give. You better take that to the bank that person is good and will have your back for the rest of your life. And I have a few of those in my life as well, and I don't forget them. Okay. Expressing yourself is another one. All right, man. This world is made to be created. And what I mean by that is you've got to take the mask off, man. You've got to show the world who you are. It does nothing for the world to play small. If you want to sing, sing. If you want to play the guitar, play music, play music. If you suck at singing, then by all means, go get some lessons. But if you feel it in your heart to let it go, that's what love is, man. You've got to show the world who you are. And I promise, man, good things will come to you. Okay, final one. 2 more. All right. Value life's little joys. You've got to create a life, man. I have a little yellow pad that I write down once a year or whatever. And I think about exactly what I want, how my perfect day is going to be. My perfect day is going to be I wake up and I have an amazing cup of coffee. I love to drink coffee. And we just bought a new French press machine, that presses it down. And then I can doctor up the coffee how I want it. And when I'm sipping on that coffee, I really love my life. And then I get to work from home because I chose to build my life that way. At the end of the day, I have a pool. And so I'll jump in the pool. Because I chose when I was in my 30s that's what I wanted out of life. And then finally in the evening, I help my wife cook some dinner and we'll be drinking some wine. Try to drink some good wine if you can afford it, because that's part of joy. But, I guess if all you can afford is box wine, but it still gives you joy, then that's what I'm talking about, is do the things that bring you joy and you're going to be a happier person. And then at the end of the night, have some gratitude for those things. Okay, final one, leave a legacy. You need to be able to have a positive impact. I'm trying to have positive impact on people like you that didn't have a dad around or had a crappy dad. It doesn't matter. So this is the final lesson. You got to leave a legacy. Start building a legacy. What are you going to be known for? Are you going to be known for somebody that has integrity? Are you going to be known for that somebody that cares a lot for people? Are you going to have a legacy of just, making money to make money for yourself? It's leaving a legacy. That's what those old people on the deathbed care about. They care about their legacy. That's what I care about. I have 2 daughters, and I want to make sure that they are provided for. They have a safe world to go into, that they're ready to go, for whatever happens in their life. And then I'm a good and caring husband because I love my wife. She's awesome. Those are the 5 lessons with a bonus lessons that your dad didn't teach you.